Yes.
Hello, I'm David Hayden, inventor and entrepreneur. Today I'm proud to talk about my new and exciting concept called Tabla. My startup company, Tabla Control System, is an ergonomics company specifically related to keyboard and input ergonomics for desktop, laptops, cell phones, smartphones, and tablet-style devices. Okay, so our problem is this old leftover device called QWERTY, and we've been using it for years, and we're kind of shackled to it. Carpal tunnel repetitive stress injuries cost employers over $80 billion yearly, according to the National Council of Compensation Insurance. The average compensation of a CTS victim is $33,000 currently. Carpal tunnel syndrome affects over 8 million Americans. Carpal tunnel syndrome is the #1 medical problem, accounting for about 50% of all work-related injuries. Presently, 25% of all computer operators have carpal tunnel syndrome, which estimates by the year 2010 more than 50% of the entire workforce may be affected. More than 8 million people are affected by carpal tunnel syndrome each year. Surgery for carpal tunnel is the second most common type of musculoskeletal surgery. Well over 230,000 procedures performed annually. And guess what? Texting and video game is proving to be hazardous to the finger joints, wrists, and the backs of a new generation of technology users. So, the solution, breaking free from QWERTY. The answer is a one-handed ergonomic keyboard. And when a hand lays comfortably on the side of a recliner chair or on your lap, it's basically in this little position. And that's what I've gone to great lengths to group each one around your hand. So your thumb is down here, and then you have your other fingers. And your home row is a A-E-I-O-U. So if you tap your fingers, that's what you'll get. From there, it's broken down into, most logically, alphabetical, so A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. There's different versions for this. One would be the iPad, so I could sell it as an app for the iPad. Another would be a Bluetooth wireless keyboard, and I want to have some little dimples on it, so that, like little bowl dimples, so when you lay your hand on it, you immediately find your home row or whatever, and then from there, given a couple of nights of playing with it, with on-screen feedback, I think that most people could grasp it. I know the teenagers could. I've had this for 10 years. It started out with frustration over the backspace key being 6 inches away from home row. Got a patent pending status last June. I hope to have a Bluetooth wireless prototype in the next couple of months because my official patent's coming due. With investment and venture capital, hopefully first sales of this wireless prototype by this Christmas. I've also turned this kind of into a do-it-all device project, so I've created a split wireless keyboard for gaming, and it's awesome. I have it in the recliner at home. I was going to bring it, but it allows you to just plop into your chair, and with one hand you can navigate and drive your little car around, and the other hand you can fire all the weapons you choose. So there's a whole, each finger, if you notice, this was patented too, this 9 options plus tap. So when you lay your hand on here, you have a whole lot more options at the, basically 90 for both hands, and plus you can put your option screens and so on and so forth. And so maybe by summer 2012, everybody will be using this. And then ultimately through all the financing, I'd like to see a standalone device called Tabla. And that would be essentially a fold-out mini tablet computer. So it would fit in your pocket, you pull it out, you would pop it open for your hand, and then you'd have another little screen, and you could just go to town that way. I also see it in the future having the keyboard built into perhaps your pants, having a chip in your belt, and then having the screens just wherever. So if you go to a coffee house, there would be screens that you could plug into or Bluetooth wirelessly. And it also, there's environmental control. There's more than, like you can control your house with the, all this technology is here. So essentially what I do is I want to integrate all this technology into Tabla so that you can change the station without getting a remote control, and then you can make a phone call without having to get out your cell phone, and then you're at your couch and now you want to write an email, well, you're going to pull out your QWERTY keyboard. I would much rather be sitting in my recliner and do all the above with my hands just perfectly like this as I fall asleep. And so to start out, maybe like children's toys, I could go to, I'm planning on going to Mattel and all the toy manufacturers to say, hey, here's an alphabetical keyboard for children, see if I can get some sales that way. Of course, a Bluetooth wireless, a new product, a new wireless keyboard, one-handed, if that was laying there on the shelves with the other products, I believe it would sell like hotcakes. And then, of course, getting this app up on the App Store, you know, I could start getting some little 99-cent downloads like today. So I'll have to work on that.
Time, dude.
Okay. Thank you.